Welcome. In this video we're going to show you guys another pattern tool called the mirror tool. And the mirror tool can be used in both the 3D mode and sketch mode, and I'm going to show you both. Now to use it in 3D mode we're going to need also a plane in which we can kind of mirror something over, not just a line, because we're working with three-dimensional things. Okay, so first what I've got here is just this block, and I'm going to extrude cut this profile. It kind of looks like part of a dovetail joint. So I'm going to extrude cut this profile right here all the way through the part, and I want to mirror this over here. Okay, so I've got the exact same feature. Well, with the 3D feature, it's fairly easy. It does involve having the middle, though, of this object, kind of the mirror plane, created, and under these work planes, mirror, there's one called midplane between two planes. If you want to split right down the middle, if you've got the two sides, you can choose this is great. So you can choose the right side of the object. I can come over here and choose the left side of the object, and then boom, I get this work plane that's right in the middle. Those two planes don't even have to be parallel to do that. So if you think in geometry class, like a 3D, like an angle bisector, you don't have to, whatever the angle might be between those two planes, you can just split it. So maybe we can look at that in another video. So now I've got my mirror plane, and I just want to mirror this part. It's pretty easy. I go up to the pattern panel. Okay, notice I'm in the 3D model tab. So in the pattern panel, and this little icon is to mirror. So I'm going to click that button. Right now, Inventor is automatically saying, go ahead and select it. This is what's selected over here in the mirror dialog box, is the error for me to go choose the feature or features that I would like to mirror, and it's going to be this one here. So you can hover there, or I can even select it in the browser like this. Okay, either way. Once you're done selecting all the features that you want to mirror, then you tell Inventor, okay, I'm ready to choose the mirror plane, what it is I'm going to flip over. I'll choose this work plane here. I can choose it here or in the browser again. And I'm getting a little preview. I just hit OK. And voila. It's that simple. Okay, so that's a really easy way to do it. I'm going to take you back though and show you how to do it in the sketch before you've ever extruded, so that you have both profiles, and when I do the extrude cut I can choose both of those sections. It could be that in certain applications one is advantageous to the other. However, in sketch mode I do need to make you aware of something, so please keep watching the rest of the video in case you find yourself wanting to use the mirror tool inside a sketch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the back button and get all the way back to this sketch. Let me right click and edit sketch. Now let me just explain that I made a rectangle, and then I simply used my line tool, and I started right here and I made these three lines. Okay, so they kind of connect to this solid edge right here, and it creates another closed profile. Okay, well, when I mirror this over, I'm in a 2D mode. I need a line that goes down the middle. So I'm going to use the line tool, and I'm going to kind of hover and move slowly, and I should be able to find the midpoint of the top or bottom segment. Okay, by getting that green dot. I'm also, if you look just a little down and right from my cursor, just that inch, you see in the gray box the icon that it's a point to a point constraint, not a point to a line like here. And so that helps me know that I'm at the midpoint. So I'm going to select right that dot and just make a vertical line, and this is going to be the line that I flip over. Now this line does not have to go all the way across or anything. It's just a reference of geometry in terms of where is the middle, and also it's the angle that matters. So the length of it doesn't matter at all. So I'm going to go ahead and click here. I'm going to right click and say OK to stop making lines. And now I'm going to right click on the line. Oh, I got that constraint. I'm going to right click on the line, and I'm going to make it a construction line. That'll make it dashed, and that lets me know these extra little constraints of things going on, that lines were created parallel, lines that created vertical, etc. Those little symbols, I can make those go away by hitting F9. If you didn't know that F9 makes them turn off, just kind of hide, and F8 will make them reappear. So that's distracting. Alright, so now I want to mirror this geometry over here. It's going to work in one way, and in one way it's not. So let me go ahead and do it. It'll look like it worked, and let me explain why it didn't. So I'm going to choose the mirror tool. I'm going to choose this geometry. I'm going to go ahead and just select, and kind of click and drag this box around everything. There it is, it's all selected. Now I'm going to choose the mirror line. Tell Inventor I'm about to select what to flip over. I'm going to choose this. And I have to hit apply in here. That's not a big deal, but you don't get the preview until you hit apply. Okay, there it is. Hit done. Looks like it worked, right? Well, here's the real test. Can I extrude cut the profile? Okay, that one I can. This one, I can't seem to select it. You might try changing your zoom level. You might try moving your mouse kind of near the edges, but I cannot select that. Okay, and I knew that was going to happen. Something happened. Here's the deal. When you are going to use a mirror tool, you need to, let me go back to my sketch. Okay, so I'm in the sketch here. I can see finished sketch. All right. When the geometry is originally created, not through a pattern tool, and that point was created on this line, Inventor is good about realizing, okay, this is going to be a closed loop, okay, a region that's kind of shaded. It views this as connected. But when I mirror that to the other side, even though the geometry will make this point line up perfectly with this line, it's not actually connected. Okay, and so it doesn't look like it's a closed loop because it doesn't have that fourth side. I know it seems crazy that, hey, it's sitting right on there. Why isn't it not closed? Well, you can send an email to Autodesk and explain to them that you'd like that feature, changed. However, here's the easy fix. If you know you're going to mirror something, just make sure what you mirror, the geometry, is a closed loop. So I'm going to make a segment on top of that full edge from here to here, okay, so that when I go to highlight, I can select a closed figure. Now that's a nice trapezoid. Let me hit F9 just to, those constraints are kind of automatically appearing when I highlight it, but I have a figure that in and of itself, that when it mirrors, I'm not relying on the geometry to line up with other geometry that's already there. The whole thing that's closed is going to mirror and re-show up. Okay, so let's try this again. Mirror tool, I'm going to get the trapezoid, choose the mirror line, hit apply, looks good. The real test though, can I extrude cut it? So extrude, let's change to cut. And I can. Look at that. Okay? So the mirror tool is a great tool, can save you time, because if you take the time to create the geometry of some detail and you need it symmetrically on the other side of the part or somewhere else, instead of recreating and redimensioning all those features again, okay, the dimensioning is what can take time in lining things up. Well, here you can just create that work plane right down the middle and mirror it, and presto, they are perfect. They are an exact mirrored match. Okay, so give that a try and have fun.